shoot. Okay, let's give it the old test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, I hear it. Okay, let's give it the old test. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, folks. Fix the mic a little bit. What is good? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless Wonder the Man Lincoln Clay, and I'm back for some Le Mans Ultimate. I was originally planning to do the 24 hours of Le Mans, which I'm still going to do it. I just got the times mixed up. The session that I was trying to enter took place an hour and a half ago, 5 p.m. And somehow I got it mixed up and thought it was going to be at 7 p.m. So the next session starts tomorrow at 5 a.m. Eastern time. And I'm going to enter that one. As you can see it right here, it says event starts in 10 hours and 15 minutes. That's at 5 a.m. Eastern time. I'm going to go ahead and do that one. But since I already had everything set up to do a stream at 6:30, I decided to go ahead and follow through with this stream and give Project Motor Racing a break and do a few laps of practice. Now, for this 24 hours of Le Mans, I originally planned to use the Corvette, but I didn't like my lap times. And I was in the 404s, and I felt like the way things were feeling, I felt like I was going to have to push the car to the absolute edge just to get into the 403s. So I decided to give the McLaren a try because I've done some experimenting before. Long story short, as far as the GT3s goes, on the Molson straights, the BMW I think had the most top end, and I think it topped out at like 177 miles an hour, and the McLaren topped out at 176. The other cars were topping out at 175, 174. And what the? Oh, captions on. Okay, sorry about that, folks. So anyway, um, so I decided to give the McLaren a try, and I don't think it turns as good as the Corvette, but it's got longer legs. So if you get out of the corner, um, pretty good and you can carry some momentum, I think you can turn in some decent lap time. So with that, I was able to shave off a whole second. I was able to get it down to 403.2, which I know I can get it to the 402s because I've done it before. I think on this track with the GT3, I think my fastest lap might have been 401.9 or something like that. So I guess I can call it 402. And I do believe I can get back into the 402s with the McLaren. I'm not sure I can do it with the Corvette. So we'll go ahead and do a few laps. But before we get out here and do a few laps, first of all, for those of you that subscribe to the channel in the past couple of days, you finally see me in front of a camera. You see that I do race in VR. That is my preference. and I'm on a much better wheelbase than the Logitech that I normally use. And if you notice the pedal cam where my feet are, these are my load cell pedals. These are the Fanatec V3 load cell pedals. There are load cell pedals out there, Husingveld and stuff, that cost way more than the Fanatec's. But at one point, the Fanatec's were the benchmark, because every time new load cell comes out, the first thing they do is, you know, compare it to the Fanatec load cell panel. So load cell pedal. So those were the standards for quite a while. And I guess Fanatec as a whole was the standard. Because every time something new comes out, they want to compare themselves to Fanatec. So, but there's a lot of choice out there now. But point being that this is the rig that I sit at when I do my serious racing. This is a GT Omega Prime aluminum rig. You know, this is my Podium DD1. Wheelbase is 20 Newton meters of torque. If you turn it all the way up, it's strong enough to snap your wrist. So yeah, this is the rig that I'll be sitting in for the 24 hours of Le Mans. At some point, I'll come back and jump in this rig for Project Motor Racing. But in the meantime, I'm really having fun on my Logitech wheelbase there. And I think there was some, last thing I'm going to say before I get into some practice. Let's enter my team. And we are the VR Vikings. There's 3 of us on this team. Register the team, and then register lineup. And then there's me, Lincoln Clay, my teammate in Germany, Hennes Catone, and my other teammate, Mark Wagner, otherwise known as Andreas in the chat. I think he's in Dubai. I think he's a teacher over in Dubai. But I think by nationality, I think he's Canadian, because he definitely sounds American. So I guess I'll have to use one of the standard liveries. I think I'll go with the Garage 59 livery. Oh. Doesn't look like practice is open. Well, there's 2.4 hours of Le Mans. I guess I could go in there and join that practice, because it's still the same thing. Yeah, there's a few people there, so I can go into that one. Let's go on this one to this 54 minutes.
At Courtney McGregor 6782
Here, Courtney McGregor,
said,
I want to join your time,
I want to join your time, bro, but my work schedule won't allow me. I use the PMax Super.
Won't allow me. I use the PMax Super. You know, I had ordered the PMax Crystal Light, even though my reason for ordering it, because I've already got like 7-8 headsets. This Quest Pro, I've got 2 of those. I've got 2 Quest 3s. I got this Quest 2 here. I've actually got 2 of those here. I have a PlayStation VR, and right next to me, you guys can't see it, but there's a fan right here to my left. The box that fan is sitting on has my HP Reverb G2 in it. So yeah, I've got it, and then I've got an Oculus Rift S in the bedroom. So yeah, I've got about 8 headsets. And I did order the PMax Crystal Light, but they played around with the shipping. When they advertised this headset, they promised that they would start shipping in May. So in June, I get a letter from them saying that my shipment probably won't be fulfilled until like July or August. And they said, but in the meantime, we offer you the the Pimax Crystal, the Pimax Crystal Light with local dimming, which would have been $200 more. And then they offered me a 30-day free trial with the local dimming. And if I choose not to pay the extra, I think the way it worked is, if I wanted to keep the local dimming, I would have to pay the extra $200 and they would unlock it. Or I could just, I can't remember what it was, but the point was I wasn't happy with them because they promised shipping in May and now they're telling me that I won't get it until like around August unless I want to do X, Y, and Z. So I went to cancel the pre-order and there was no cancel button. So they basically got away with my deposit. And it was only a $30 deposit. And I'm like, okay, go ahead and keep it. I just won't fuck with you anymore.
Celsius.
But I originally pre-ordered the Crystal Light, even though I don't need it because it has a display port, and that would mean that it would tax my PC less versus the USB-C cable on this headset that does all that compression shit. But I mean, this PC that I'm sitting at has a 4090, so it'll run anything. So I really didn't even need the Crystal Light to begin with, and I should be thanking Pimax for screwing up and saving me $700 by not ordering it. So, all right, let's get in here, do a few laps. Car setup. Let's go with the Coach Dave setup that they provide for you. Put enough fuel in here to do about 4 laps. Because you're definitely gonna give away the outlap trying to warm the car up. Oh, you know what? Something else that I forgot to mention before we get out here on this track. I want to come back to Project Motor Racing for a second. Starting with, right now I'm watching a tutorial video so I can learn how to use SimHub to add a radar. So that way that, you know, moving forward when I race, I will be aware of the cars around me, because especially being that I'm not in VR, because, you know, VR, I can look around and see the cars around me. So I'm fully aware of what's going on when I race in VR. But when
at Courtney McGregor 6782 said, I have Pimax Crystal Light as well with local dimming. It's for sale.
But you got the Pimax Super. So I'd imagine that's probably why you're selling your Pimax with the local dimming then. So for you folks that are new to my channel, there's nothing like racing in VR. And that being said, I absolutely cannot wait until Project Motor Racing gets VR support.
It exit is clear. Don't cross the line. You've got cold brakes all round. Yellow flag, sector 3.
As a matter of fact, when Project Motor Racing gets VR support, don't be surprised if that's where I do most of my racing.
Sector 3 is clear, green flag.
This Le Mans Ultimate is still my favorite sim, but
the track temperature's decreasing. It's now 41 Celsius.
Some of the idiots, the dirty driving and revenge driving on this game has gotten ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there's going to be carnage on Project Motor Racing, but VR is going to...
Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
VR is going to help. The radar is going to help.
Green flag in Sector 3.
Because I know they plan to add a radar at some point. And then a couple of other things. Ooh, I had a hiccup. And then I can choose to turn the crossplay off, but not to toot my own horn, but a lot of those console players that's going to be using controllers, I'm going to be faster than a lot of them. So if in a lot of these sessions, if I can survive
The leader
turn
has just
one,
done a
I can probably avoid a lot of the carnage.
3:59.7. Yellow flag Sector 2.
So I would like to thank you all for tuning in to my Project
At
Motor
Iran
Racing.
1990 said, afternoon.
How you doing? Again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to my Project Motor Racing streams, especially being that I didn't have a cam on. I was still, I was surprised by how many views it got. But yeah, Project Motor Racing is going to be a huge part of my lineup in terms of what games I stream. Holy shit, fast lap.
You're running last. Come on, Clay.
3:59.6.
Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, with a lap time like 3:59, I'd imagine.
Sector 3 is yellow. It looks like Shane has stacked it. Sector 3 is now clear. Green flag in Sector 2. They'll delete this lap. Track limits.
Cut it out, Jim. I didn't commit any violations.
Incident in Sector 2. Yellow flag. We think blah has gone off in Michelin chicane. Green flag Sector 2.
That is a P2 in front of me, but the car hasn't populated yet. So they always give you that default looking Porsche that's red and blue.
Yellow flag in Sector 1. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Green flag in Sector 1. Sector 3 is clear. Incident Sector 3, yellow flag. We can see Blah has crashed in Indianapolis. Green flag in Sector 3.
I was scared he was going to pull out in front of me because some of the people in this game are just that spiteful. This is gonna hurt because I'm not slowing down.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
So I have no lap.
P11.
I have no idea what my lap time would have been.
Watch the track limits, please, Clay. Sector 3 is green. Watch your rear tyres, they're pretty cold. Your left front is hot.
Really? Really, Jim?
The car ahead has just done at 4:07.4 seconds. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 3. Yellow flag. Green flag, Sector 2. Yellow flag, Sector 3. We think that Shane and Alessio have binned it in Porsche curves. Green flag, Sector 3. Your brake temps look good.
Almost lost it there. Almost got hit with another track violation.
It's just a scratch.
So
Ignore
that
it.
means that it would have been another 4 minutes to go around this track to get an official lap time. I did not like that one bit. That felt so slow going through there.
Yellow flag in Sector 2, E6. Okay, pit stop requested. Sector 2 is green. We think that Shane has gone off in PlayStation chicane. The pit crew is ready. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 2 is now green. It looks like Shane has stacked it in PlayStation chicane. Yellow flag, caution. We think Shane has gone off in PlayStation chicane. Sector 2 is clear.
What an idiot.
Oh, Clay. Your suspension's completely knackered. There's nothing we can do there. Yellow flag in Sector 3.
This
Sector 3 is green.
This is one of the reasons why when I play I only do so much racing with Le Mans Ultimate. There was no reason for that. He's seen me coming plain as day and decided to pull out in front of me just so he can ruin my lap. And I lost the wheel too from that. If you look right there, you see that red flashing wheel. That means I lost my right wheel, and there it is. Absolutely unbelievable.
That's the end of the session, P4.
All right, so look at this idiot go out of his way to pull in front of me. I had a funny feeling he was going to pull out in front of me. So I tried to stay to the right. The terrible part about that is I had got a pretty good exit. I liked the way I entered, and then right there, I carried good momentum right out of there. And he waited until I came out of there, and I didn't have any time to react. That made no sense. Well, I will not be practicing much longer. I think I'm probably going to end up ending this stream pretty soon and then just go finish working on that radar for Project Motor Racing and actually come back and stream that. All right, against my better judgment, I'll do this one daily race right here, and then I think I'll wrap it up for this stream. And I had a crazy race earlier. There was 2 huge pileups. I did a race here earlier today. There was 2 huge pileups, and then twice, 2 cars tried to take me out. One car went wide, and he was about to go off the track, and he tried to push his way back on the track, even though I was next to him. So I started fighting him and started pushing him back. And then the other one, it was some road rage shit. The guy was mad at someone else. He hit him, and in the process, he lost his own wing trying to get revenge. And then at that point, he had his mind made up that he was going to hit the first car that came in front of him. And I'm coming around the corner, and he aimed for me, and I seen it coming, and I just hit the brakes and let him go past. And eventually, he flew off the track because he didn't have a wing. So this just some of the stuff that goes on this game has just gotten absolutely atrocious. Oh, something else. When I come back this evening on Project Motor Racing, I'm going to talk about one content creator who doubled down on his trashing of Project Motor Racing, and then I'm going to comment on another one who was being a narcissist. So definitely tune in for that one. So that'll probably be in a couple of hours after this stream is over. Because again, once I get done with this stream, I have to finish watching a tutorial video on how to put a radar in the game. All right. 40 seconds. So, so this race, it is a bronze beginners race. There's going to be carnage. It's just, but with the GT3s, is not as much carnage as you would see on a GT3 race, because it's just unbelievably chaotic with GT3s. But don't get me wrong, there's still quite a bit of stupid shit that happens. The fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter what the car class is. It's just the simple fact that these are the bronze beginner sprint races, and that's where that's where most of the shit happens. So,
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. Your brakes are cold. Take it easy.
oh Christ. I wasn't even looking for a brake marker. I was just guessing.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 29 Celsius. Checkered flags out. P2. That's the end of the session. P2.
All right. So coming into this session, I am ranked number 7. 5 laps. Let's go.
You're all clear. Stay behind the line. Okay, Clay, we've got 4 minutes to set a lap. We need to get some heat into these brakes. P11. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. New fastest lap for Dan, 147.00. That's a new fastest lap for West, 144.00. P5, the guy ahead's last lap time is a 145.60.
Oh, shit.
You've gone outside of track limits there. That's the end of the session. P11.
That was huge. Looks like I got 6 at the moment. And I am about, he did a 144. I'm 1.1 second off the leader, but I just dropped to 7th place. So I'm telling you folks, this turn 1 is going to be carnage. It's just not going to be good.
Streamlabs. Streamlabs.
Holy smokes!
Teams and drivers go to the
here's
grid
a tip
for
for
a
the
race
door
start.
dash, bro. I love you. Love you too, Dan Sock. Appreciate it. With the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, Dan Socks. Thank you so much.
At HolyAndOnSick156 said, anytime relief face, smiling face with smiling eyes, relief face.
Really appreciate it. God bless you, sir. Oh shit, I got dropped all the way down to 8th place. But it doesn't matter, it's going to be chaotic. I also get sick of these guys up front playing games too. They're always slamming on the brakes trying to cause a pileup behind them.
At HolyAndOnSick156 said, I'll be filing for my lawsuit soon, still trying to achieve my dream I had of driving down one day breaking bread. I manifest it.
Clear right. Yellow flag. Car right, right side's clear. We can see Dan has gone off.
I knew it! What did I tell you?
At HolyAndOnSick156 said,
Car clear left.
lawsuit against courts for taking my kid when I was younger.
Green
They
flag,
gotta
sector
learn
1.
they're destroying families.
Okay, Clay, let's see what we can salvage from this, mate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
At HolyAndOnSick156 said, now let's dial in baby race time.
Oh my God. Now I'm in 23rd place, so I went from 8th to 23rd.
Yellow flag, sector 2. Sector 3 is now yellow.
And my car's got enough
Taylor
damage
has
that
spun off.
I'm
Green
probably
flag
not
in
going to be able
sector
to
2.
keep up with the
Sector
others
3
on the
is
At
straight.
straight.
HolyAndOnSick156 said, what happened back there?
We'll check it out on the replay, but my car's got enough
P22
damage that I'm
ahead
probably
is
not
now
going to be able to keep up
0.6.
with these guys.
At HolyAndOnSick156 said, does it make sense to just quit in this scenario?
I don't want to lose rank. I mean, I'm already going to lose rank, but I'll lose even more if I quit. But I think it doesn't matter anymore because I think I've made the decision that Project Motor Racing and Race Room are going to be the featured games on my channel.
Okay, Clay, the next car is Crassy. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Green flag, sector 2. It looks like Palmer and Blanco have stacked it. The gap to Marty behind is now 0.6.
Oh my lord!
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. We think that Ransom has binned it. Green flag, sector 3. The leader has just done a 144.05.
And the guy who hit me, the first guy, he might have did it on purpose because I thought I cleared him. Next thing you know, my car got hit and went sideways.
319. The stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
And the other thing about not quitting is there's so many idiots in this race that I'm going to get some of those positions back just from those guys wiping each other out like right there. But somebody might crash me from behind just because they already raged out.
Sector 3 is yellow. We think Blanco has gone off. Green flag in Sector 3. Sector 2 is now green, 16th place.
Here we go.
Alright Clay, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
This ain't gonna end well. Too many cars too close together, too many idiots.
The guy in front is Fraga. Track limits, yellow flag, Sector 2. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. looks like Sven has binned it. Sector 3 is clear. Alright Clay, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. P15.
Now, if I was dirty, I would have just went ahead and pushed him out of the way.
Clear left. Clear left.
He refused to give it up.
Yellow flag in Sector 3. We think that Ransom has crashed. Green flag in Sector 3. Cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. Please, Clay. B16 is reeling you in. The gap's now 0.33. Keep putting the pressure on. Force a mistake. Sector 3 is now yellow. We think Arriaga has spun off. Okay, Clay, keep piling on the pressure. He'll make a mistake.
Shite.
We've been warned about track limits.
Come on, man, move it.
The gap to Marty behind is now 0.28. We think Sven has gone off. Sector 3 is clear, green flag. P15. Clear right. Okay, Clay, the next car is Shaw.
Ah, shit. Try to get the big jump on him.
Sector 2 is clear.
I knew the dude was gonna be mad that I took him, so I was scared he was gonna try to, like, pit maneuver me.
Incident in Sector 2,
So I
yellow
tried to
flag.
get out of
Car
there
ahead
early.
is Marty. It looks like Sven has binned it. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. We've been warned about track limits. Sector 2 is green, P16. The gap in front is now 7.9. One more to go. That last lap was a 146.41.
Did it again.
Okay, Clay, we've just cut the track. Sector 2 is now yellow. It looks like Crassy has gone off. West has won the race. P16. Okay, it's over. Ah, bad luck, Clay. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
All right. Let's go back and check the replay and show why I may be drastically cutting down on how much I play Le Mans Ultimate. He said Taylor. Oh, okay. He's the number 4 ranked driver. So I think we can watch it right here. So here we go. Okay, right there. Where's my cursor at? Right here. So this Porsche right here, Kimmy DeMars, hit this Amage, and sent him into me. What, we shouldn't have been going 3 wide anyway. Oh, 2 cars wrecked behind me and I didn't even see that. there's a touch right there, and I had to go off the track to avoid hitting this Aston Martin. And right here, you got two cars about to rejoin, then it's about to be 3 wide. That's never going to end well. And then just when I thought it was clear to rejoin, that's when those two cars showed up on my radar. But I still, right there, you see me hit the brakes right there, so I still try to avoid them. I seen it right there. I seen him lose it. I tried to go around him right about here. Now, right here, I think the guy may have, I'm going to have to check his inputs. I think he may have let off the brakes and let his car coast right into me so he could take me out. So right there, he shouldn't have, that silver Ferrari got there before he did. So he shouldn't have even tried that shit. Right here in the Aston Martin, the Ferrari was there first. So let me go inside his car, because once he loses it, I want to see if he attempts, like I saw that it looked like he attempted to put on the brakes, but then he may have let him go. So he's, the session's over. So I'll have to go back and I'll go back to the replay. No doubt I lost rank. So it takes 10 blocks to fill this up and get to the next one. I was at 2. The highest I've ever been, I think, was at block 7. And then the kind of shit that you guys just saw is why I have never been able to make it to silver 2. I just cannot escape any of this shit. I mean, so much shit happened at that turn 1. There was a wreck behind me, and then the one that where I got collected, they shouldn't have been going through that corner 3 wide. Those two pink Porsches, they should have backed out. But they decided to fight tooth and nail. Neither one of them wanted to give. So where is he? Oh, that's why that's... What the fuck? I don't know why, but it looked like it already had him down 2 laps. That shit was weird. Okay, so he's in the process of getting taken out. Right there, he's applying the brakes right there. No, he held on to the brakes. So no, he didn't hit me on purpose. He held on to the brakes. Oh shit, that Corvette tapped him. This car right here, in my opinion, he should have backed out. He shouldn't have tried to force his way in between 2 cars. He touches this car, sends him into a spin. There I am right there trying to avoid all the carnage. I thought I was safe. So you got 3 cars. Nobody wants to back out. Right there, he takes the hit. At this point, I'm seeing it. And you see right there, I'm trying to avoid it right there. Yeah, so yeah, he held on to the brakes. He did not hit me on purpose. He didn't hit me on purpose, but him and that other Porsche, they should have backed out of it. They should not have tried to force their way through that shit. Okay, so that Porsche right there. Committing whatever his name is. This guy right here, he tried to force his way in between, so he takes a good chunk of the blame. It's even hard to blame him too, because from his point of view, it looked like he was just trying to navigate through the shit. Okay. So that yellow Corvette, actually, he might be the culprit. Yup, right there. Hit number 1. Then he went wide and tried to wash his way out. So yeah, I think as far as the incident that I got caught up in, I think this Corvette was probably the one that started it, because he had already hit that Ferrari first. So he had hit that Ferrari first and sent the Ferrari into that orange Aston Martin. Look at this. He's full throttle this close to that fucking Ferrari. Too late. Hits him. Sends him right into that Aston Martin. Right here, he takes the inside corner. Now those two Porsches are coming behind him. They should have backed out, so they get blamed there. By now, if his radar is working, he knows those two Porsche are there. But it looks to me like what he tried to do is right here at this corner, he took the inside and tried to let the car wash outside so he can set himself up for this next turn. Actually, woo. Oh, so that Porsche bumped him and sent them inside. Or at least from in here, it looked like that Porsche hit him and sent them further inside. Let me get an outside view. He directly hit that Ferrari. So he definitely gets 100% of the blame for hitting that Ferrari. Now, that him and that Porsche touching, I blame that Porsche more than I blame him, because you got two Porsche side by side. Neither one of them wants to back out. So now we got 3 wide going through a corner. It's never going to end well. So given that situation, I don't even know if I want to do the 24 hours of Le Mans tomorrow, because you can bet your bottom dollar something crazy is going to happen on lap 1 and totally destroy the race. This is a 24-hour race. Some people are going to get their day ruined. So yeah, I can confidently say that when Project Motor Racing when they get the VR, Project Motor Racing and Race Room will probably be the 2 featured games on this channel, and with Le Mans Ultimate, Driver Swap, and certain circumstances will be the only time I do races on this game. I think it's probably time for me to hang it up, with this game being the featured sim on my channel. I mean, this game is like beating your head up against the wall. And for all the, and you would think that with all the crazy, the crazy shit that you'll probably see on Project Motor Racing with console racers and some of them using controllers and stuff like that, I haven't seen near as much crazy shit over there yet as I see over here. So yeah. That being said, I'm gonna get back to that tutorial video so I can learn how to put the radar in Project Motor Racing, and then I'm gonna try to come back and test it out, and stream some more Project Motor Racing in a couple of hours, and then talk about a couple of YouTubers that I think one's being a narcissist and the other one's I think has got a personal vendetta against the game. So definitely make sure you tune in a couple of hours, and we'll see you soon. And I think the other thing is I totally forgot about another thing about the 24 hours of Le Mans. If I should decide to do that, one way or the other, I quit at 10 o'clock because I got to get ready for, there's a GT3 hypercar race on Race Room, and there's not near as much carnage over there. So that's been enjoyable over there as well. So I got to get ready for that race. I totally forgot what the track was. I can't believe I forgot which track it is. But yeah, I plan to do that race tomorrow. So, and that's at 11 a.m. Eastern. So that's the plan. Come back to Project Motor Racing here in a couple of hours. Possibly do this 24 hours of Le Mans, do that for a couple of hours, and then do the 1 hour race on Race Room. So yeah, I told you guys I'm off till Tuesday. So I plan to do a lot of streaming. So thanks for watching, everybody. Dan Sock, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody else coming in with the conversation. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you in a little while on Project Motor Racing. Until then, you all know the line. Wakanda forever, long live the king, and deuces. We'll see you in a little bit, everybody.